Welcome back. In this video, we will look at Benjamin Graham's general recommendations around stock selection. You might wonder, who is Benjamin Graham? Benjamin Graham was a British-born American investor, and he is widely known as the father of value investing. Arguably, today he is more widely known as the guru of the billionaire investor Warren Buffett. In this video, we are going to look at the 5 key elements of stock selection recommended by him. These elements are used by many value investors, including billionaire investors like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Now here are the 5 key elements as per Graham. The first key element is the company's general long-term prospects. As per Graham, an investor should examine the last 5 to 10 years financial statements and annual reports to understand the source of company's growth and the source of its profit. While analyzing growth and profit, the investor should be alert to possible sources of problems, like whether the company is a serial acquirer. Because if the company is involved in frequent acquisitions and write-downs or accounting charges associated with them, then there is a possibility of company indulging in creative accounting. Another source of problems for company is when they are chronically relying on other people's money. This kind of cash generation comes from cash from financing activities. This kind of activity may make a sick company appear to be growing, even if its underlying business is not generating enough cash. As an investor, another question that you should be asking is that, is the company relying only on a handful of customers to generate most of their revenue? Because if this is so, then its fortunes may turn overnight if the customer gets into trouble or shifts to a competitor. The investor should also look for positives around growth and profit while analyzing any prospect. Graham specifically talked about seeing if the company is generating steady growth in revenues and earnings. More specifically, Graham recommended that you should look for companies that have steady growth over a period of, say, last 10 years. It is also important for a good company to regularly and sufficiently invest in research or product development. It is good for a company to have a proven record of rejuvenating its business with new ideas or products. The next important element in stock selection is the quality and conduct of management. According to Graham, it is very important that a company's executive should clearly say what they will do, and then they should actually go ahead and do it. It is crucial to see what forecasts management made in the past and whether they were able to meet those forecasts or routinely fell short. More importantly, the managers should always admit their failures instead of just blaming the general economy or uncertainty or weak demand. It is also important that managers of the company should concentrate on managing the company rather than promoting their stock to the investing public. When managers are too focused on promoting their stock to the investing public, they are more likely to manipulate their financial statements to impress the investing crowd. Companies ideally should be focused towards long-term rather than wooing the investing crowd. It is important to keep an eye on accounting practices and the kind of transparency followed by the company. Graham said that the good companies are almost always very transparent and conservative with their accounting practices. The next important element in stock selection as per Benjamin Graham is the financial strength and the capital structure. Graham specifically recommended looking for companies that have sound capital structure and are generating more cash flow than they are consuming. He contended that a company with competent managers and stable cash flows would likely grow in value over time. In order to analyze a prospect, it is good to start by looking at the cash flow from operations and whether it has grown steadily over last 7 to 10 years. Warren Buffett in fact went a step further and recommended the concept of owner's earnings. Owner's earnings is defined as net income plus amortization and depreciation minus normal capex like maintenance. Now if owner's earning steadily grows at say 7 to 8% over last 7 to 10 years, then it is said that the company is a stable generator of cash and probably has bright prospects. Next, one should look at the company's capital structure, more specifically, how much long-term debt is part of the total capital. Graham recommended that long-term debt of a company should be less than 50% of the total capital. Another way to put this is to say that the debt to equity ratio should be less than 1. Now, more analysis can be performed by looking at the liquidity ratios and other financial ratios to understand the liquidity position of the company. Graham also recommended looking at the past dividend policy and the current dividend policy. The truth is, during his time, much greater value was attached to a company paying regular dividends, but it is common today for companies to withhold dividends with itself if they see good opportunities to deploy the cash for growth. However, the onus of justifying this lies with the management. If the company is, say, a market leader and is continuing to grow steadily with scope for further expansion, then retaining cash instead of paying dividends may be justified. However, if the company is lagging behind its peers and its operations are faltering, and if the company still insists on retaining cash, it is likely that the managers won't be putting the cash to good use. Now that we have had a general discussion around the topic of stock selection, in the next video we are going to look at actual quantitative criterions for selection of common stocks. So see you in the next lecture.